Okay, so I am homeless and I'm living a double life. Let me kind of explain that.
What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of The Red Pill. Rent has become so expensive that people are now being forced to live out of their cars. The housing crisis is real, and people are struggling. There are way too many people on the street, and most of them are ashamed to admit they are homeless. Watch the video and let me know what you think in the comment below.
Okay, so I am homeless and I'm living a double life. Let me kind of explain that. So I have a home and I live in it 3 days a week. My lease ends at the end of June, so I will be homeless full time. But right now, 4 days out of the week, I work at another place about an hour away from my home and I live in my car. It's a good tester run for me because I will be doing it full time. So if any of you have tips, tricks, and it's not like the glamorous like van life with heaters and showers and toilets. It is a car. I live in a car. I will be living in this car until it dies on me. But I'm trying to get out of debt. So I'm working 2 full-time jobs. One with the homeless. So I have been working with the homeless population for over 6 years. Have never really understood homelessness until now, and even now my homelessness is glamorous to them. But I've never done this before, and I'm quite curious, like, if any of you have lived in a car, what are your tips, your tricks, all of that fun stuff, because I will be doing it full time and I'm very excited to do it. I will make my money and then get a place eventually, but I have some goals and bills that I really want to pay off first. And with today's economy, it just doesn't seem like it's possible at this moment for me to do both. So this is what I'll be doing. I will continue to do things, update things if it's necessary, if this is even a thing for other people. But yeah, I'm curious to know.
Hey everybody, my name is Tyler, and because of the out-of-control inflation that we're having in our country right now and rent prices being over $1,500 a month, I have been outpriced at the rental market, and I live here in my car full-time, and I wanted to give you a brief tour. So starting with the bed here, it is a 3-inch memory foam mattress topper. Super comfortable. I have about 4 layers of blankets, which keeps me warm, especially right now we've got 20-degree weather at night, so it's pretty cold. Moving over here, I have my cooler. I've had a few people tell me I'm not supposed to have this cooler because I live in my car, but it actually was a birthday gift last year for my 30th birthday, and I just can't part with it. I absolutely love it. Keeps all my food cold and fresh for days. I absolutely just adore this cooler, so I'm not gonna get rid of it. And in the back there, you can see I have 2 really comfortable pillows. I'm about 5.
There's a new trend forming, and it's living in your car. This is my home. I live in my car because the cost of living.
I have been outpriced at the rental market.
Sorry, just gotta stop you there. It's not a trend. This is not a trend. This is survival instinct. For countries that have collapsed and the rent is too expensive and the food is too expensive and all the prices are too expensive for a single person or even 2 people to afford to pay the rent, this is what happens. You end up living in your car just to survive. It's not a trend. Let's be very, very clear about that. But there are solutions. And unfortunately, it means moving and living in another country. As you can see, the prices here in the Western world, where it's modern and forward, right, are just too expensive. This is England, and here we go. Let's look at America. These prices, according to the jobs, it's not enough. You won't be able to save money. You won't be able to do anything. But here's the prices here in Asia. And do you think you'll be able to afford that? Basically, you can have 6 months here for 1 month there. Do you think people are living in their cars in Asia? Asian people, let us know in the comments if you see this video.
This is a day in the life of a 25-year-old who lives in a car with his wife. We both had work today, so we got up and started our morning routine by taking our window covers down, moving all of our bags around, and brushing our teeth. I dropped Kayla off at work, and then I drove to my job. We both had the same hours today, so I picked up Kayla from work for our lunch break, and we first stopped at a gas station to heat up some leftovers. Then we went to the post office so that I could pick up a package from our P.O. box. I ordered a chest of head mounts so that I could get cool POV shots like this. We then went to find a spot so that we could sit and eat our lunch together. After eating, Kayla dropped me off at my job since it was closer. We both got off at 7 p.m. tonight, so Kayla picked me up and we headed to Walmart to get some things for dinner. We decided we wanted some steak, grilled onions, and potatoes. We got to the park and started to unpack everything to begin cooking. One of the things that I missed and definitely took for granted in our apartment was obviously the convenience of cooking and everything else, but it's the ability to get home from work and just sit on our couch for a bit just to relax. We're constantly on the move for every single task that we have for the day, and we don't get to relax until we get in the car for bed. Kayla absolutely killed it on the steaks, and we decided to just watch some YouTube while we ate our food. Once we were done, I did some dishes, and then we packed up the car so we could head to the gym. A lot of you ask about how we shower, so we have a gym membership that is open 24/7, so it makes it really easy for us to get a workout in, then shower before bed. Once we finished, we headed to a park that we're going to stay at tonight. We were so happy to see that it was 60 degrees out tonight because we have had a lot of hot nights in the car. We went through our nightly routine that usually takes less than 10 minutes. I tried using my new head mount for cool POV shots, but of course my phone was out of focus. We put up our window covers and then moved our bags from the trunk to the passenger seat. Then we were finally able to get in the car and get some rest. That's a typical day of what it's like to live in our car. Are we homeless or are we living rent-free? You tell me.
So it's been 7 days since I've been living in my car. I fled an abusive relationship that I'm not going back to, and I'm in a city where I have no family, and I refuse to go back home and live with either my mom or my dad or my grandparents. I'm gonna make this shit work, Patch. We gonna get through this shit together. But I am surprisingly doing so good. Like, I'm pretty sure it's because I have God on my side, and I know that God is leading me. Like, I'm literally following this divine light. I'm not doing anything on my own because God is good and I listen to him. But anyway, I feel so peaceful, right? And so free. And I know most of it is because I'm no longer stuck with that man. And I wasn't even stuck with him. I think I was just doing it out of necessity. I was just staying with him out of necessity. But this ain't about that. This is about living in my car. So I've learned so many different things living in my car. And like just different tips and tricks and hacks. And I know this isn't like that video. I don't want people to refer to this video as like a tip on like tips on what to do when you live in your car. But I got a few. All right, so I got these window covers from Amazon. And they like completely black out from the outside. Super dope, and it keeps it cool in here. I got a generator it has outlets and lights and shit, and I bought my fan to keep me cool so I can plug it into my generator. I charge it. I normally charge it like I'll go to like if I go research at the library, because like I go to the library a lot, or if I go to like a cafe, because I teach Black history on my other page, so like I'll go and like study in places or whatever. And this is even before I was homeless. Essentially, I would go to like cafes, but now when I go, I bring my generator with me and I just charge it there. I'll be there for like maybe 2-3 hours or whatever. So I got my generator. You want a generator, bitch, okay? And then normally, because like you have to sleep in places like I don't know, fucking Harbor Freight or Home Depot or Flying J, you have to sleep in places where it's like lights outside. So this is going to be bright back here. So you want to get something to cover this too. I got a blanket to cover this. A gym membership. Get a gym membership for many reasons. Get a gym membership. Not just to stay in shape, but to shower, brush your teeth, have somewhere to use the bathroom. I found a foster for my dog, so she's going to be going to her foster tomorrow, which is going to suck for me because I'm going to miss my baby. But that's something that I did. Gas stations. I'm not going to lie. Being homeless is showing me a lot about being resourceful. Like, gas stations have free microwaves. So if you ever want to get anything, like buy anything to like eat, I have a cooler here. That's another thing I have. I have a cooler. It's an igloo cooler. So I just get ice. I got a bunch of stuff in there. I got like a bag of spinach, some celery, carrots, sandwich making stuff, little packs of chia seeds. I got a bunch of different stuff in here, and like you can store it in there. Also, I got burritos. So that's what I was talking about, the microwave. You can heat the burritos up either at gas stations or hotels, like during breakfast and stuff. They have like microwaves and stuff. What else? Honestly, that's it. I gotta get my day started though. My day always starts the same. I take a shower, morning praise, and then I eat breakfast. Normally also while I eat breakfast, because I'll try and find like a nice park to just sit at or whatever and eat breakfast, so I can play with my dog, and that'll be a time that she can get her play in. And today gotta be like the last day, so we're gonna have a extra long play date. That's my baby right there. And this video isn't a cry for help. Like, I'm not there. I'm doing good. I think I just wanted to document this. I think maybe I'll do like sporadic updates. I think I'll only be in my car for maybe like a month, because I need at least like 2 more paychecks before I can feel secure enough to get an apartment. But I'll keep y'all posted. Why not? Fuck it.
Yo, let me know what you think in the comment. Like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one.